Yo, what's good, y'all? I appreciate everybody that came over and subbed to the channel. Y'all, some real ones, man. I went from like four something subs to like 600 subs in one day. So I appreciate you guys, man. But on this channel, we're gonna definitely try to make the videos longer. If you do see some older clips, just bear with me. Maybe someone else didn't see it, but this is gonna be a good one, y'all. Y'all stay tuned. As always, let's get right into it.
Posting about Trump's son Barron, right? And a lot of people took action and shit. Then you had your latecomers, oh, it's too late, oh, I'm losing, da 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 da. Bro, you only lose money when you sell your coins. Let me just give you an example real quick. This is the Shiba chart from back in 2020, August 1st, 2020. If you have invested $1,000, October 31st, your shit would have been at $1. Next year, that dollar would have been worth $55 million. So when you see coins taking a dip, that means that it's a discounted price. You don't sell at a loss. And for those who keep asking, bro, how do I buy this shit? How do I get in? You need a Phantom wallet and you need to have Solana to be able to swap it. The Phantom has the purple ghost on it. Regardless of whatever y'all thinking, people are still buying husky amounts of coin, yo. Look, it was just at 1 o'clock. Y'all see that? The Barron community has almost 4,000 people in TG and 1,000 people at all times. As long as there's a strong community, crypto will always thrive, bro, regardless of whatever token it is. Wait!
Trump was on Fox News when they were talking about California again. And y'all just gotta listen to what this man said. And then think about it.
Disaster like, I don't know if we've ever seen anything like it, frankly. They say the biggest in the history of California. I think, has anything bigger than that happened in the whole country ever? It looks like, I don't want to say what it looks like, but you know what I'm going to say. It looks like something hit it.
Now, from y'all just listening to that short clip, what did you take away from it? What is Donald Trump really trying to say right here? We all have our theories. But the thing is, he really knows what it is. That's why he just didn't say what it was. If you say, oh, I know what it looks like, but I'm not going to say it, why not? I need y'all to let me know down below in the comments what you think he was talking about when he just said that. The craziest thing I heard so far about why they didn't have water running through California farmland is because they didn't want a little tiny fish species to go extinct. So that just lets you know that they care more about a fish than about the land that people want. What? Trump was...
Now I seen that clip already, but seeing that clip, Donald Trump knows something, man. I swear, man. I don't know, man. I feel like he's a Palladian or something. Like, he playing both sides. Y'all, you can see it. He playing both sides, you know?
I want to show you guys something. I was sent this video, and on the video, they're not talking about this, but I want to show you guys. And you tell me if you see the same thing I see or if I'm tripping. Here we go. I'm going to let you look on your own first. Did you see that? I'm going to play it again, but this time look closely to his eyes. Look at his eyes. Boom. Did you see that? Let's zoom in. Let's zoom in. Maybe I'm tripping. Look at the eyes. What is going on? I want to show you guys something. I was sent this video.
It was wild that I didn't know how close my own wife was to the Clintons.
That you were married to her.
And well, I was married to her.
How close was she to the Clintons?
I mean, cell phone away, like, or hey, tell Ye to say this away, or hey, go out and use your platform to push the vaccination away. It was wild that I didn't know how.
Hey, if you want more blessings to come in your life this year, please make sure your house is clean. You have to purify your house because wealth is attracted to pure things. Cleaning your house removes old and unwanted energy that could be blocking you spiritually, physically, and mentally. You cannot think in a dirty, cluttered house. Low vibrational entities are attracted to filth. I want y'all to take a look at this image and read the energy off this image. You can feel all the old energy attached to each of these items. You always want to make sure you put clothes in a dirty clothes hamper, because each piece of clothes that you wear holds the energy of when you wore it for that day. So if you had a sad day with a certain jacket on and you just leave it on your floor, you're leaving all of that energy on your floor in your room. And once you pile it up, you create a ball of negative energy, depression, sadness. This is why it's important to have a dirty clothes hamper to trap that energy in that hamper. So make sure you clean your rooms so you can raise the frequency of your room and your house and yourself. Because like I said, high vibrational things are attracted to high vibrational things. Your New Year's resolutions and your affirmation journals is not going to work when your house is looking like this. So pick a day of the week where you clean your house every week. My day is Sunday. Clean up. Love y'all. Peace. Hey, if you want more blessings to come in your life,
I need to know if this is true or not. But I'm hearing that Putin got ballistic pew that cannot be stopped, cannot be guarded. You cannot shoot them down. I don't know why we never heard of this, but this is the video right here. Look, y'all. Look how fast them Jones coming down. It's no way you can block it, right? And this is what Putin had to say.
Цели со скоростью 10 махов. Это 2,5-3 километра в секунду. Современная, имеющаяся в мире система противовоздушной обороны и создаваемые американцами система противоракетной обороны в Европе подобные ракеты не перехватывают. Это исключено. Подчеркну еще раз, что не Россия, а именно США разрушили систему международной безопасности.
Y'all seen what he said, and this is what Zelensky had to say.
Не була нова російська ракета. Всі характеристики, швидкість, висота.
I need to know if this is true or not, but I'm hearing that Putin.
The fucking squirrel is back. It look evil as fuck. I'm terrified. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yes, you bitch. The fucking squirrel.
Yeah, that is hilarious, bro. It's like the squirrel knew what she was saying. Like, right? It's like the squirrel knew what she was saying, bro. Like, that is hilarious.
We gonna knock. Look at me. Pay attention. Right here. We gotta knock and run. Okay? Okay. Come on. This the room. Knock, knock, knock on, run. Come on, come on, come on, run. Come on. Run. Run. Run.
I wonder how good it is to be rich. Are we rich? No.
No, not really.
Like, we're a little bit rich because we have money, but, like, not rich.
Right.
I wonder how good it is to be rich.
Your kids is too funny, man.
What do we say?
Nice to meet you.
Can you say it again?
Nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you too.
Hey, River, can you show me how pretty you are?
Quit being so nice and show them how fucking crazy you are.
Okay, now, ladies.
Baby inside there, growing.
You want to say hi to your...
Alright, tell your joke.
Why are you singing so funny?
Why?
Because...
Satanism is Saturnism. God of Saturn of the Greeks was called Kronos. He was depicted as the god of time. And he became Old Father Time. That's Kronos, that's the god of Saturn. He also became the Grim Reaper, because Saturn is the planet, I say, son of death. And Kronos became Crown, a symbol of the bloodlines.
But the planet Saturn is very important in world affairs, in theology, because this is Masonic. And it goes all the way back into the ancient world, the terms and symbols. The Saturnalian Brotherhood, the Brotherhood of Saturn. Saturn was the god of darkness, chaos, and destruction. He teaches you a lesson.
Satanism is Saturnism.
Brain needs to be properly nourished. Because if the brain is not properly nourished, the vagus nerve is not going to be as toned, right? And then there are things that you can do to hone your vagus nerve. The main one that I like to tell people, and they're not too happy about, is taking a cold shower in the morning. We're all spoiled. We have hot water and we think this is some blessing in disguise. It's probably one of the most detrimental things that we as modern humans are doing right now. So the key, wake up in the morning, take that cold shower. If you can't manage the cold shower, at least splash cold water on your face. That will help to get that vagus nerve tone. People who like to sing, you will notice that when you sing, you feel so much better. It's because singing or humming or chanting stimulates the vagus nerve, which is right at the back of the throat. Humming also tones your vagus nerve. Another thing that tones your vagus nerve is deep breathing. And this is why we recommend meditation and deep breathing together, because they both work together very well to tone the vagus nerve, which is why people feel so much better when they wake up in the morning, they do deep breathing, and they do meditation. And brain needs to be
One thing I will say about them cold showers, it will wake you up. Real, man. Them cold showers ain't no joke.
Listen to what Jane Elliott says about the Native Americans.
We're still teaching that Columbus discovered America. We're still teaching that those people who lived here were called Indians because of Christopher Columbus. It's all a bunch of hokum. It isn't true. The first people that inhabited this continent and every other continent on the face of the earth came from Africa. People from Africa came to what we call the North American continent between 20,000 and 10,000 years before Columbus was a gleam in his father's eye. What we call black people were here before there were any white people on the face of the earth. There were no white people until enough people from Africa moved into the northern climates, and their skin, their hair, and their eyes got lighter as they were exposed to less and less melanin, sunshine, so their bodies produced less and less melanin. That's the only reason my skin is this color, because my great-great-grandparents came from Ireland, which is in the northern climates. We don't teach the truth to kids. I don't think they teach the truth to kids in Europe either, because we all seem to think that the most important thing you can be is white. There is no such thing as a white person.
Listen to what Jane Elliott says about the Native Americans.
If you breathe through your mouth, you're going to want to watch this video. It could change your life.
You ever wondered why some people have faces like this? Some people have faces like this. Well, I'm going to tell you. It's down to breathing correctly. This individual here is what we call a mouth breather. And when you breathe through your mouth, it creates dystropathy in the face, which means that your face lacks geometry. Because as humans, we are meant to be nose breathers. Here we see the definition of a nose breather. Breathing through your nose gives your body and brain and organs and blood enough oxygen to be able to work correctly. It has been said that the royal family calls stupid people mouth breathers because they don't have enough oxygen for their brain to work correctly. If you want a face that lacks geometry, then breathe through your mouth. The benefits of nose breathing are improved oxygen to your cells. Also, when you breathe through your nose, the hairs in your nose act like a filter. Mouth breathing is how bacteria and toxins are brought into the body through the air. This is why it's important that you shouldn't breathe through your mouth. You need to breathe through your nose. I hope you enjoyed that, guys.
Me personally, I can't even breathe through my mouth. You know, breathing through my nose is like, it's just natural. How many of y'all breathe through your mouth? How y'all do that? And I heard that people that breathe through their mouth actually snores when they sleep. So
this is a critical moment for people because I think people don't realize how powerful they really are. In this realm, in the quantum realm, there's no separation. There's nothing physical. There's nothing material. There's no matter. That's all taking place in three-dimensional reality. It's all energy. It's all frequency. It's all vibration. It's all information. It's all consciousness. It's all thought. That is that invisible field of energy.
Yes.
So, okay, that invisible field of energy, Einstein said, the field is the sole governing agency of the particle. He didn't say the particle controls the particle, he said the field controls the particle. So if I can change information in the field, I should be able to affect the particle matter. So it turns out the atom is 99.99999% energy, information. There's nothing physical or material there, 0.00001 material, when the probability of us seeing the truth of reality is 0.
Wow.
And we are only seeing a small spectrum of frequency, the rainbow, visible light, bouncing off the most stable form of energy called matter, giving us this hologram, this illusion of separation. So if there was a way to create from the field, instead of from matter, and move closer to source, and create from a place of wholeness and less from separation, I'd have to be able to get to the field. So then, if where you place your attention is where you place your energy, and you develop the ability to take all of your attention off your body, all of your attention off all the people in your life, all the objects and things, your cell phone, your car, your house, whatever, all the relationships, all the people, all the places you need to go, the place you're sitting, the place you grew up, the place you sleep, the place you work, and nothing about the predictable future or the familiar past, and settle into the present moment, you would go from a somebody to a nobody, from a someone to a no one, from something to nothing, from somewhere to nowhere, from some time to no time. That is the moment you're pure consciousness. You would be disinvesting all of your attention, all of your energy out of this three-dimensional reality, out of the known, and placing it on the unknown. Now, let's demystify the process. Take away everything physical and material in the universe. Take away the Earth, take away the moon, take away all the planets, all the moons from the planets, take away the sun, the light from the sun, the stars, all the light from the stars, the galaxies, take everything away. Wipe everything out, physical and material. What are you left with? Nothing. Turns out that nothing is filled with a lot of frequency and energy, and I don't know how to explain nothing to a materialist, but when you can linger in that place without a name, without a face, without a body weight, without a diet, without a disease, without a profession, without an identity in any way, without a past, and you can linger as pure consciousness, something really profound happens to the brain. Different compartments of the brain that have been modulated or compartmentalized or subdivided because of the stress hormones. You know, shift your attention from one person to another problem to another thing. That habituation fragments the brain. The brain becomes a house divided against itself, and you narrow your focus, you over-focus, you become obsessive about something. That's what we do in stress. Turns out if you open your awareness to nothing, the brain starts getting highly organized. Different compartments of the brain that were modulated start unifying. The brain starts firing in a more holistic state, and the whole entire brain is resonating at the same frequency. Now, you get that brain going for that period of time like that, waves that are coherent start interfering with each other, and when they do, they create bigger amplitudes. The higher amplitude, the higher the energy in the brain. So now you have resonance in the brain, and the brain starts getting very mathematical, very organized, right? So that brain that's coherent, the entire brain is functioning as one neurological network. The two hemispheres are coming together, and there's this kind of psychic union called wholeness. Now that state of coherence, in moving out of the beta brainwave states into a slower brainwave state, produces electrical signals. And that electrical signal is the intention. That's the more clear your intention is, the more coherent the brain is, the stronger the signal. Okay, so if you decided to create from the field instead of from matter, and you were just pure consciousness, and I asked you to send the signal out from a coherent brain, and whatever that thing is that you wanted, we trained you how to do that, then you would be shimmering the entire vacuum, that entire void. You are that. You're not you any longer. You're the source, right? So if you're the source and you're sending the signal out, then you're touching the consciousness of everybody, of everyone, of everything, of everywhere, of every time. The entire field is becoming electric because of your intention. If you're source, why would you go anywhere to get anything? And so consciousness is coherent brain, and then the energy of the heart is love, and pure love is source. So if I asked you to fall in love with that future, and I asked you to draw the future to you with the magnetic field of the heart produces a magnetic field up to 3 meters wide. That's studied. So now, love is the glue that holds the atom together. Okay, if I get a coherent heart, the more coherent my heart is, the more energy in my heart, the more I can draw my future to me. So you send the signal out, you draw the experience to you, and now you don't go anywhere to get anything. When there's a vibrational match between your energy and some potential in the quantum field, that when there's a match, you start seeing those synchronicities. You synchronize your energy to that possibility. And so you start seeing the coincidences and the synchronicities and the opportunities. I'm not talking about a parking space. This is a critical moment for people, because I think people don't realize how powerful they really are. When that event happens in their life, they will look back at every single betrayer, everything that happened in their past, and they won't care any longer. That's the moment their past no longer exists, because they're proving to themselves what they innately already know that they may have forgotten.
Which is
and
why?
that is that the creator of their life. This is a critical moment for people, because I think
how to build your aura one-on-one. Step one of how to build your aura one-on-one is you gotta have awareness. You gotta be aware that you have an aura all around you at all times. You gotta be aware you have an electromagnetic field shield all around you, flowing around you. You hear me? Study the chakra system, study the Kabbalah system, study all these systems, study the Christ-like energy, study all these systems so you can build these auras. Study the mystic arts if you're trying to build a auric shield. Step 2, what you want to do. Step 2 is imagination. You got to use your imagination to see what it looks like. You got to use your third eye, you feel me, one of your chakras. What is, how thin is the layer of your aura? How thick is it? You feel me? What's the color? You feel me? What's the shape of it? You feel me? Is it flowing down? Is it flowing upward? Where is it going? Where is it flowing? You feel me? You have to visualize the aura all around you. Start looking in the mirror and see a auric field around you. You gotta visualize it with your imagination, and you gotta create it with your thoughts. You dig? Step 3, what it's gonna be? Step 3 is creation. You have to really create your own unique skill, your own unique advanced system of how to build your aura. We all have special classes. We all have unique abilities, you know, how we use our energy, because we all come down on a different frequency, you feel me? So this is where your creation comes in. How are you creating, you feel me? How are you using it? Create it using your imagination, and create it with your thoughts. Too, your thoughts is really what's going to manipulate everything. What you think it shall be. Use your mind as a tool to build your reality. If you want an aura, nigga, get an aura. You have one already. You just not aware of it. You think these people who not acknowledging the mystical and the spiritual, you think it's not happening around them? It's still going on. You just not acknowledging it. Exactly. So if you want to tap in and really come in with the new ages and feel me and be on head and be on top of shit and be ahead of people, you got to tap in with your own energy essence. And this is the way how to do it. Build your aura. You hear me? Be powerful. I love y'all.
I heard that if your aura is so strong, negative energy can't even be around you. Like everyone even be able to get to you. You know what I mean? Hey, build your aura for real.
Something is not adding up about this California shit.
And you know, we're concerned right now over the weekend because of the potential rain, but we are going to move as fast as we can, but we want you to be safe, and we want you to be back in your homes immediately.
But the people are willing to clean out their own debris. It doesn't cost a lot.
Yes, and they can.
You should let them do it, because by the time you hire contractors, it's going to be 2 years.
If a family...
The people are willing to get a dumpster and do it themselves and clean it out.
And they can.
There's not that much left. It's all incinerated.
That's right.
And, you know, it's just going to take a long time if you do. You can do some of it, but a lot of these people, I know that guy right there that's talking. I know my people. You'll be on that thing tonight, throwing the stuff away, and your site it'll look perfect within 24 hours, and that's what he wants to do. He doesn't want to wait around for 7 months till the city hires some demolition contract that's going to charge him $25,000 to do his lot.
Yeah.
I think you have emergency powers just like I do, and I'm exercising my emergency powers. You have to exercise them also.
I did exercise them.
Because you have a very powerful emergency power, and
yes.
you can do everything within 24 hours.
Yes. And if individuals want to clear out their property, they can. Well, yes, but you know that you will be able to go back soon.
Mr. President.
We think within a week.
That's a long time, a week. I'll be honest. To me, everyone's standing in front of their house. They want to go to work, and they're not allowed to do it.
And the most important thing is for people to be safe.
They're safe. They're safe. You know what? They're not safe. They're not safe now. They're going to be much safer. A week is actually a long time, the way I look at it.
Like I said before.
After 14 years of astral projection, I'm finally going to reveal some of my secrets. First of all, astral projection is not a game and it's not lucid dreaming. They are completely different. So before I tell you guys the big secret about astral projection, you guys need to understand lucid dreaming is different than astral. Astral projection is your soul. It is you moving around in a different plane. Whereas lucid dreaming, that is confined to your own mind. That is still your dreams, but you have total control. Although very valuable, it is very creative. You can do many things with it. It's not the same. When you are lucid dreaming, you are interacting with yourself, essentially. When you're in astral, you are interacting with other things. Now, I know everybody talks about astral projection online, and I see a lot of regurgitated misinformation over and over again. The first thing I want everybody to know is that astral projection is not haram, it is not shirk, it is not a sin, it is not a demon, it is not shaitan, it is not jinn. Calling astral projection demonic or a sin is equivalent to calling prayer demonic or a sin. Many people during prayer actually start to astral project. Just because you can pray to something demonic, just because you can pray to a demon, you can pray to a different deity, you can pray to a jinn, doesn't make prayer demonic. It's what you do with it that's important. Now, astral projection does become demonic if you are using it for demonic things. The actions that are forbidden that you're not allowed to do in the waking life, you're not allowed to do it in astral either. So the big secret about astral projection is the fact that it is not dangerous. After 14 years of astral projection, I'm finally going to reveal some of my secrets.
Do you know it's an actual fact that when you're chemically bonded to somebody, you can fall asleep 10 times faster?
Absolutely.
I'm not gonna lie, the moment I'm laid up with somebody that I care about or I'm attracted to, I fall right the fuck asleep.
It's the best thing ever.
It's the best feeling ever, because I get the best sleep I never get. Did you know it's an actual fact that when
If a snake bites itself, their fangs inject venom, just like it would with other prey. Now, this venom enters its bloodstream, delivering toxins that are usually deadly to other animals. But most snakes have built up an immunity to their own venom by being exposed to it in low doses for a period of time. As the venom enters the bloodstream, antibodies neutralize it, which protects the snake. If a snake bites itself, their fangs inject venom, just like it would with other prey. Now, this venom enters its
A lot of vegetables are not good for you. There's something called oxalate, which is a plant defense compound. It forms razor-sharp calcium microcrystals in your blood vessels. It's a common cause of IBD, PCOS, brain fog, 70% of kidney stones. This is oxalate forming throughout the body. It calcifies you. It makes you old, causes brain lesions. Spinach, kale, almonds, raspberries, beets. These are high oxalate foods that are far in excess of what your body can handle. You get all these like angry 1970s plant-based hippies like, if it's a plant, it's good for you. Go into the forest, pick something and eat it, and you'll probably end up in the hospital. Most plants want to kill you, including the ones we eat. A lot of vegetables are not good for you.
It's like we can't have nothing, y'all. We can't have anything. I don't know, man. I feel like this guy, some vegetables got some type of benefits. I don't believe all that.
They told us we are spirits having a human experience. That's bullshit. Another lie, another lie, another lie. Do you really understand what happened to Jesus? All these religion books they give us are just allegories and stories. But if you can't catch on to the symbolism, you're going to believe that this shit is really happening outside of yourself. When they were speaking about Jesus carrying his cross to his death, they were speaking about the heart, because we have to carry a heavy heart every day in this world. We live in a corrupt world, and every day we gotta carry all of our heavy burdens with us every second throughout the day. Everything is dealing with angles. If you look at the cross from a different angle, you get an X. This is the reason why this dude took over Twitter and called it X. This is really a cross. When you take a test in school and you get a check, that's correct. If you get it wrong, you get an X, which is incorrect. They are trying to tell us that our heart is incorrect. Let's get into the story of Adam and Eve and the serpent. The serpent came to Eve, she bit the apple, then she made Adam eat the apple. But do you know what this story really means? This story is connected to Apple Computer. Look at their logo. It's like Adam and Eve took a bite out of Apple, right? They say the mark of the beast, or 666, is the devil. Did you know Apple Computer sold their first computer for $666? Coincidence? Or maybe they're trying to tell you something. Just remember, these are allegories, pictures and stories. You have to catch on for yourself. Remember the story of Jesus making a blind man see? You wonder why all these celebrities always doing this, like they're blind. They can't see. It's not that Jesus really healed a blind man. He did it spiritually. What Jesus really did was he opened up that man's pineal gland so people could see the world for what it really is. He was blind spiritually, not physical. We all have a universe inside of us. And the people that control this world, they want us to keep looking for a savior, No one's coming to save us. We have to save ourselves. And it's not a hard thing to do. We can all do it. They said Jesus died at age 33. Really? Jesus did not die at age 33. What they were speaking about is the 33 vertebrae inside of our spine. Once we activate our spine, the Kundalini will rise from the base of our spine all the way to the crown chakra. That's why they say Jesus is always going to war with the devil, and they made the devil look like he was red. That devil they were speaking about is really our root chakra. The root chakra is all red because the root chakra is considered our lower self, or the devil. Your root chakra is off balance. You can feel like you're always living in fear. Remember, the root chakra is red. The devil is red. You ever wonder when your bill is past due? They always write it in red. Red. Reason why they write this in red is because they know the color red will trigger our root chakra and keep us in fear. What's taking place is the spiritual story. Our heart is having a conversation with our root chakra, because if our root chakra don't activate, then we cannot go up and get to heaven. The crown chakra is heaven. We got to get. They told us we are spirits having a human experience.
Hi, you guys. If you know anyone that smell like Cheetos or Fritos throughout the day, you guys, that doesn't mean that they're nasty or they don't take pills, you guys. That means that they're on a poor diet. This is what you had to do to get the smell about you guys. This is a hibiscus herb, you guys. Hibiscus herb, what it does, it alkalines your body. It keeps your body cool, keeps your body from overheating, which is sweating, you guys, which is sweating. It's when we're sweating, the sweating pours out the toxic waste, and you can smell it. What's inside your body must come out. So if you're not using the restroom, it'll come out your skin, your pores, or even your mouth, you guys. Hibiscus herb is good for your kidneys, your immune system, you guys. It alkalines your body. It keeps you cool. It helps you run extra miles, you guys. And this right here kills the smell, you guys. Dr. Hood. So if you know anybody dealing with a bad odor, you guys, tell them to take hibiscus herb. Hibiscus herb alkalines your body, alkalines your kidney. Give your blood the adrenaline rush that it needs to keep your body fresh, you guys. That keeps the toxic waste up out of you guys. This herb is called hibiscus herb, you guys. Hibiscus herb, you guys, kills the odor smells.
Who else remembers seeing white dog shit outside when they played as a kid? I haven't seen white dog shit like this.
What did she just say? Why haven't I thought of this? So from a bit of research, this is because there used to be a lot more calcium in dog food, namely from bones, which is very healthy. But now the vast majority of dog food is much lower quality. You got all kinds of stuff in there that is not fit for, it would have been otherwise the dump. It would have been gone. It would have been disposed of, but they can add it to dog food and sell it for a premium. But if you want to see white dog poop again, you can. Just get the dog to be on a raw diet and give them lots of bone meal or lots of raw bones, which they can chew up. Not cooked bones, though, because those splinter.
Who else remembers seeing white...
Trump talking about banning federal tax income. Bye-bye, IRS. Do Trump really got enough motion to make that happen? I feel like the IRS and the all of that shit been out of function, been out of commission, but they're gonna give it to Trump. I feel like I made a song called Automated America, man, and that's truly how I feel. I feel like America run off a fucking computer and off a system. And a lot of people that supposedly, like, control this shit, them niggas gone. Like, they got up out of there. Like, Trump talking about banning federal tax income.
Shit's getting weird. Part infinity. On this episode of Why? The Whites Wonder.
Nurse sharks are usually harmless. Until you try to kiss one.
Oh.
They
No.
have thousands of razor-sharp teeth.
French kissing a shark is crazy. I feel like I see this a lot. It's like a regular occurrence. They always got to get close and be like, damn. Knowing damn well you shouldn't have your lips that close to a wild animal. I don't care how tame you think it is. But you saw what happened though, right? The shark, after the shark bit down, he let go. Why? Because the shark realized there wasn't nothing there. I'm just saying. This is why niggas don't do this, because we would be in extra danger. You see these lips? The shark would have been like, ooh, Hershey chocolate kisses. Anyways, why the Whites Wonder certification? Check this out.
Wasn't killed from the bullet that hit him on the balcony. He was taken to the St. Joseph's Hospital, and he was killed in the emergency room of St. Joseph's Hospital by the chief of neurosurgery, Dr. Breen Bland, who came in when they were all working on him in the emergency room, and he said, "Get out of here, let that die." And as they moved out of the room, the last one out was a surgical nurse, Lula Mae Shelby, and when she heard them gathering up spit in their lungs to spit on Martin's body lying on a bed there, then she saw Dr. Bland take the catheters out of Martin's body and take the pillow from under his head and put it over his face and suffocate him. And that's how Martin King died. That's how he was really assassinated. Now, he might have died anyway from the bullet wounds, but he didn't. He was still alive and still breathing. The chief neurosurgeon, he intervened and he made sure that death would result.
Wow. Right? My jaw was on the floor. Now, Dr. Pepper knows this because the son of the nurse, Lula Mae Shelby, who died, but before she died told her family, the son of this nurse told Dr. Pepper under oath. And when Dr. Pepper confronted a member of the Dixie Mafia, he said, yes, this happened, and actually that the chief of surgery was their family doctor, and that 3 weeks before the assassination, he visited them and said, hey, if...
Check this out.
I heard that yeah, that was an inside job. Death of MLK, Martin Luther King. I think that was it. I don't know. I wasn't there.
The snail eats bird poop infested with the parasite's eggs, which hatch once they're inside. As it grows, the worm makes its way to the snail's eye stalks, making them swell and wriggle with green and white stripes. It also takes control of the snail's behavior, making it climb up branches where it's easy for birds to spot. The swollen eyes look like tasty caterpillars, and when a bird swoops in and eats them, the parasite lays more eggs inside the bird. These are ejected in the bird's poop, and the cycle starts again. The snail eats bird poop infested with the parasite's eggs, which
this is energy too. If you get on the frequency this is on, you can't stop it coming. What did he say in here? He said when the money starts coming, it'll come so fast and furious, you're going to wonder where it was hiding through all the lean years. And he's right. Most people don't understand that. They do not understand. They think you've got to go to work. You just got to work a little harder. Get out there, put in more hours. Wrong track. Now look it. Einstein gave us some wonderful information. He said the intuitive mind, that's the higher faculties, is a sacred gift. The rational mind's a faithful servant. That's our senses. Okay? We've created a society that honors the servant and has forgotten the gift. Well, we want to start using these higher faculties. That's how you're going to create the wealth. Now, I showed you this yesterday, and I'm going to touch on it once today, but I want you to Get this. I want you to copy this down. And I want you to pay attention to it. And you just repeat this over and over and over again. Genevieve Behrend was a student of Thomas Troward. Thomas Troward, I believe, is one of the greatest authors of the last 500 years. This is one of his books that I have in a book stand here in front of my desk. I read those 2 pages every day, have for quite a while. It's Thomas Troward's work. Well, Genevieve Behrend was his only student. She had to attract $20,000 in 1912 to go and work with him. And it's through studying what I'm putting on the screen here that enabled her to do it. Now, I'm not going to say you're going to grasp this overnight. You got to keep reading it over and over and over. My mind is a center of divine operation. What do you mean my mind's a center of divine operation? Now, think about this for a moment. Everything has a center. If I have a basketball, there's a point in that ball that's center, and that's determined by the outer side of the ball. There's a point in this room that's center, and that's determined by the outer measurements of the room. But when you get to the divine, when you get to God, to spirit, there is no outer measurements. You're talking about infinite. When you're talking about infinite, any point is center. My mind is the center of divine operations. So is yours. So is your next door neighbor's. My mind's the center of divine operation. Now, the divine operation is always for expansion and fuller expression. The divine operation is always for expansion and fuller expression. And this means the production of something beyond what has gone before. This is not a repeat performance for you. We're going somewhere where you've never been. Remember when we told you that X out there? Well, the X out there is a place. If your imagination takes you there, you went somewhere. That is a place. And you can grow into that. You can. This means the production of something that's gone on before, beyond and has gone on before. Something entirely new. This is true creativity. Something entirely new, not included in your past experience. However, though it's proceeding out of your past experience by an orderly sequence of growth. Now listen to me for a minute. Do you know that everything that's happened in your past has been necessary for you to get where you are? You know, all the good times and all the bad times, they're all necessary. Every one of them. Everything that's happened has contributed to the conscious awareness that you have. So, this is going to be something new that you're bringing about. It's something that's not included in your past experience, though it is proceeding out of your past experience by an orderly sequence of growth. You see, it's what you've done to this point that enables you to see how to go further. This is such a phenomenal piece of literature. Therefore, since the divine cannot change its inherent nature, see, the laws of the universe were not man-made, so they can't be changed by man. Winter always follows winter. Always. The night always follows the day. Think of this. Since the divine cannot change its inherent nature, now pay attention, it must operate in the same manner in me. Consequently, in my special world, of which I am center, it's going to move me forward to produce new conditions, always in advance of any that has gone before. And when I get in harmony with this power, that's what's going to happen. I would recommend you write this down. It may be out of the park to you right now. It's going to be closer than your breath if you keep studying it. This I know to be true. I've worked with it for many, many years. Okay? Now, one of the laws is the law of compensation. Your income is governed by law. Yet it's a law that you're never going to change. The law of compensation is very clear. This law clearly states that the amount of money you earn is always going to be in an exact ratio to 3 things. Number 1, the need for what you do. Number 2, your ability to do it. And number 3, the difficulty there'll be in replacing you.
Hey, yo, I gotta check this dude out, man. He knows some stuff.
This lady actually caught a portal on camera. Check this out, y'all. This is insane. What else could that be? It's definitely a door, a portal to another dimension, something. Let me know what y'all think. As always, stay weird. This lady actually caught a portal on camera. Check this.
Heaven and hell are not places, they are mind states. Heel is hell, the root chakra, head is heaven, earth rearranged is heart. The 3 parts of the brain control the 3 sections of the body. Depending on which brain is dominant, you are either manifesting heaven or hell. If you're thinking with your gut area all the time, you are manifesting hell. The devil has goat features, which is a ground animal. The angel has wings, which is an air animal. The angel is your higher self, the devil is the lower self. Hence why the devil is red, because red is the lowest vibrational color. The devil is the deveiling, because you are mental, astral, etheric, and physical. You are deveiling yourself by sitting in the lower states of consciousness. The body does not live. It is only maintained by the consciousness that is within it. And this consciousness is either operating in hell or heaven, depending on the 3 brains that you use dominantly. You descended from spirit into matter. Now you need to go back up to your true spirit form and move up the stairway to heaven, which is your spine. They've externalized it and turned it into a religion to hide the true power of yourself. The square symbolizes the physical plane. The triangle is the etheric plane, and the circle is the eternal plane. You need to think outside the box. The box is the cross unfolded, the cube, the physical world. The Christians believe 144,000 will go to heaven. This is actually a frequency you need to achieve to go from the root to the crown chakra, because your head is heaven and your heel is hell. Heaven and...
Alright, y'all. That's gonna do it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Shout out to everybody that came over and subbed, man. Thank you. Y'all almost got me to 1,000 in one day. Like that's crazy. But hey, man, I appreciate the support. I'm gonna keep going, and remember, the universe is working for you, not against you. Remember that. So if something bad happens, just remember that. All right. With all that being said, I'll see you guys in the next upload. Peace.